Welcome to Exponent channel. So today we are going to cover a new topic of the Java program. This topic is variables. So what are variables? So in terms of mathematics, variables are nothing but which changes its value. Okay. In maths, we always try to find the x value, y value. Okay. So those are uh, variables. So in the Java programming also, variables are containers for storing data values. Okay, variables are nothing but they are like a containers. Okay, they are like a container of these types. Okay, in this we can store some values like numbers or some name like character, digit, or anything special characters like all those. Okay, variables, why we call them as variables? Because we can store something into it, and after that, after storing, we can change its value. We can increment its value, or we can decrement its value. We can do anything with the variables. Okay, so we can write the variable. So uh, we can write in two ways. First of all, we can declare a variable. Okay, after declaring, how we can declare the variable means, we have to give some name to our variable. Okay, so what I have written here, data type var name. So what is this data type? Data type means, in simple terms, it which is the type of which is the type of variable you are going to produce, or you are going to create. It is called as they are called as data type. Okay, so we have to give its variable name. The about the data types we are going to learn in the next video. Okay, after declaration of the variable, I can initialize its value like variable name with the some specific value. This equal to is called as the assignment operator. What it is? It is an assignment operator. um, about the operators we are going to learn in a further classes. The second method of variable writing of variable is, we can declare we can declare the variable, and with that only we can assign some value to it. Okay, we will get to the VS Code, and we will execute each and everything whatever I am telling you here. So let's move to the next slide. So there are certain rules to write variables. We can't simply write any variable. We can't simply name a variable. Okay, how we can uh, so uh, how how I can write a variable? So the names means variable names can contain letters, digits, and underscore only. Okay, other than these three things, we can't write any other. We can't use any other characters. Like, I can use letters, I can use digits, and I can use underscore. Okay, every variable name must begin with the letter or underscore. I have written it here, letter or underscore. I can't start a variable name with the digit. I can't write one uh, 1a or a. Okay, so I can't write like this. Okay, so I have to write a underscore or underscore a. I have to declare like this type of variables. Hmm? So next is, names are case sensitive. I mean, a is different than this capital letter A. Okay, if I give int a, and this is also int a, its container is different than its container. Okay, as they are case sensitive, even the slight change, uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to uppercase, the variable behavior is going to change there. Okay, like variable containers are going to change. Okay, names cannot contain white spaces or special character like hash, at, etc., or like also dollar symbol also. So we can't write like if I want to name a variable as cat owner or cat owner, I can write like this, but I can't write like cat and then giving some space and writing owner. I can't write names like this. If I give cat underscore owner, then it is fine, but I can't write cat space owner. Okay, then next is reserved words cannot be used as names. In the previous videos, I have told you that there are some keywords which are reserved in the Java language, like for. Okay, let me erase this. Okay, like for, while, continue, break, int. So these are all reserved words. We can't use them as a variable name. Okay, so before declaring a variable, you must have to validate these all rules. Okay, so here I have opened my VS Code. Let's name this as it is our second program. So let me name it as underscore to variables dot java. Enter. So it has created class of variables underscore to variables. In the previous video I have told you that the file name and the class name must be same. Okay, so let me write psvm means or public static void main string args. Yeah. So in the PPT I have told you that how we can declare a variable. I have to first write its data type, then I have to give its variable name. Okay, so uh, in this video I am just using int data type. Int means integer type data type. It stores the integer values like from 0 to infinity and then 0 to minus infinity. Okay, int. But these data types has their own specific capacity. We cannot exceed that capacity. Okay, so int, let me name as it is our first variable name. Let me write it as first variable semicolon. So here we have declared our data type. We have declared here our variable name. Now I have to initialize its value. I have to give again first var is equal to some number like 10. Okay, so first var I have declared here my whereas I have declared here my variable and I have initialized its value to 10. If I want to print its value, I have to write system.out.println and I have to just give the variable name first var at the end semicolon, save the file and run it. Okay, as you can see here, the value of the first var is printed here. What if I change its value to 13, save and then run again? So here you can see that the value of the first var is changed to 13. Let me write one more line of system.out.println and again write first var. Before this, let me give some other value to our first var, like let me give it is 2 semicolon or -2, save it. So as you can see here, it has first printed 13 because of this line. After I have written one more system.out.println and I have given first var, and this time it is printed -2. Why? Because I have initialized its value or changed its value to -2 from 13 to -2. So what are variables? They changes their value. Okay, how we use them, they change their value. So first var is equal to -2. It has printed first var as -2. What if I comment out this line and run it again? Now you can see only -2 is printed. The 13 is changed to -2 and only -2 is printed. So let's comment out this. And second way of writing, how we can write, like I can declare data type, like then variable name, and initialize its value like some value semicolon. So let's try this. Int, let's give some simple name, a is equal to 10 or a is equal to 30, 130. Even if I write south and then give here a and run this, as you can see here 130 is printed. These both the uh, writing type is same. Just here if you follow this method you will get some more lines of code. If you follow this type, you can write it only in one line. Okay, so even we can equate multiple variables to a same value. How? Like if I declare int a is equal to I've declared int a, right? So let me take int b is equal to a. So here you can see it is not giving me any error. Why? Because a is also a variable which contains some value 130. Let me comment out this line and write here south b, save it and run it. You can again see 130 is printed, but I have not given the value of b. I just assigned a to b. So in Java language or take any other programming language, always the right side value is assigned to the left side value. Sorry, the right side value is assigned to the left side. Okay, as a is on my right, therefore the value of the a is assigned to b. So I can assign a to b or b to a. I can do like that also. Then what if I have to create multiple variables with the same data type, like int, and let me write c comma d comma e comma f g comma gh. I can give n number of variable name with the same data type. The c d e f g h are all different variables, and they have different containers. In that we can store any value, like c is equal to 2 I can store, then d is equal to 4. I have to give semicolon over here. So I can initialize them with any value. Even if I write here equal to 3, then also it's fine. D equal to 0, then E equal to 78, 9 equal to 5 equal to 9. I can write in these two ways. Okay, I hope you have got this concept. So let's move to the PPT again, and let's discuss the types of the variables. So let's discuss about the types of the variables. So what are the types of variables? There are three types of variables: local variable, instance variable, and static variables. Different types of variable we use in our different situations. Okay, so what the local variables? What is a local variable? A variable declared inside the body of the method is called as local variable. So if I declare some value inside some method, then it is called as the local variable. So what are the in the in VS Code, I have declared some int a, int b, int c, all in some main method. So those are all local variables. Okay, so these are some points related to the local variables. Like local variable can only be used within the method. Okay, once the method is destroyed, the local variable is also destroyed. I can only initialize its value in that method only. I can use that variable in that method only. Okay, so other than the main method, we can also write some different methods. A local variable cannot be defined with the static keyword. So static means we can use that variable into any methods. There is no restriction for the static variable to use in some specific method like that. We will learn in the next slides about the static keyword. Next is instance variable. So what are instance variable? A variable declared inside the class but outside the method. What does it mean? If I declare some value outside the method, like uh, before writing public static void main string args, I write like we write like PSVM, public static void main string args. Okay, so this is the main method. Before writing this, I can give some value, like I can declare a variable called int a. So then this is called as a instance variable. So this variable is called as instance variable. After inside the class, like before this int a, there will be a class name. Okay, class, some name of the class. Then after that, some declaration of the variable. Then writing the method. Then it is called as instance variable. Okay. So these are created when an object is instantiated and are accessible to all the methods and constructor. So how I can call this variable? By creating objects. So what are objects? What are constructors? What are methods? We will discuss in the upcoming videos. Okay. Once the object is destroyed, the variable is also destroyed. After declaring object, we declare object like giving class name here, then giving some name to it, and this name is called as object. Okay, by using these objects we can call these variables. Okay, if I destroy this object, then the object is also like the instance variable is also destroyed. So let's move to the static variable. So what are static variables? A variable declared as static is called static variable. Means before how we declare some variables like int a with semicolon. If I write here static before writing int, then it is a static variable. These static variables we can use in any method or in any method or class. In any method we can create a single copy of static variable and share it among all the instances of the class. Okay, let's go to the VS Code and let's write the types of the variables, how they look. So let's make one more file and name it as 3_3 types var.java. So let me declare a variable with int instance is equal to 13 psvm for this static int static var is equal to 20 and int local var is equal to 30. Name it as instance var 30 underscore. Okay, so in the PPT I have told you that before writing main method we can declare a variable like I have declared here two variables, int instance var. So this is the instance variable. So this is nothing but the variable. It is declared inside the class and outside the method. So main is the method here. I have declared outside and inside the class. Okay, so the static variables, we can declare it with the static keyword. So as you can see here, I have declared one variable int static var with the keyword static. So this is static variable. Okay, then the local variables are declared and initialized only in the method. So here I have using main method and I have declared int local var as my local variable. So this is my local variable. So let's try to execute these variables. How I can get the value of local variable? I can write system.out.println and just write the variable name as local var, save this file and run it. Oh man. Okay, here you can see 30. So this is my output. I have to kill this terminal. Let's see this after. So how I can call the instance variable? I have created it. How I can call it? If I write south and write here instance var, you can see it is showing me one red line. So why it is showing me so? Because it is not declared inside the main method. It doesn't know if this variable exists or not. In terms of main method, this variable doesn't exist. So before printing its value, we have to tell our method that the instance variable exists. Okay, so how I can tell? I have to create object first. Okay, about the objects we will be learning in the further sessions. So I'm going to show you how we can create the object. I can write class name 3 types var underscore 3 types var. Then I can give some object name. Here I'm giving obj as my object name and new underscore 3 types var with the round brackets. So this is the syntax of the creating object. So here object name is object. Okay, sorry, obj. Okay, now how I can call this? If I write obj dot instance var, why it is again showing me the red line instance. Okay, I have some spelling mistakes. So obj dot instance var, let me give some name, local variable plus instance variable. So if I run this, as you can see here, local variable 30, instance variable 13. Okay, I have printed this. So I have not told you, right, how to print the how to concatenate local with some string with some variable name. So how we can do this, by using this plus operator, we can concatenate two given things. If I have some variable over here, I have to concatenate with this local with this string. I have to just write first this string in double inverted commas, then I have to give the plus operator, then I can write the variable name. Okay, I have done here same. If I write printf here, then I have to give comma over here and write here percentage d, as we do this in the C language. So you can see here local variable 30, instance variable 13. It is printing me the same. Okay, so how I can call this static variable now? We don't have to create any object to call our static variables. We can write simply static variable plus I have to just write the name of the static variable. What is our name? Static var. Let me run this. So as you can see, a static variable is 20. Okay, so like this uh, we can call the variables and all. Let me just show you. If I write south, if I give first the local var like variable name, then I can then using plus operator, then writing some string, what I can give local check. Okay, if I save this and run it, so you can see here it is printing 30 local. So wherever I give this local var means variable name with this plus operator, in that place only the variable will be printed. This is the end of our today's video. If you have any doubt or if you want to give any feedback, just drop it in the comment section. And then in the next video, we are going to cover data types topic. So be ready for that topic. So meet you in the next video, guys.